Hey everyone, and once again welcome to WS Cube Tech English channel. Myself Umar Taskir. Guys, in this particular video, we are basically going to talk about if function and countdown function which are present there in Google Ads. So, how can we implement them and what are their uses? This is what we are going to discuss in this particular video. So, before actually starting the main content of this particular video, I would like to request you to please do subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the notification bell so that you do not miss any one of the upcoming videos. So whenever you are in the process of creating your search ad, right over here, as you can see on my laptop screen, I'm about to create a search ad. And whenever we are about to create a search ad, what we can do is, suppose we are at our headline number 2, and as soon as we are going to put this curly braces over here, right, what we are seeing three options over here. Right now, I am not talking about keyword insertion because that is what I have already discussed in previous videos. Now I am going to talk about the countdown feature and if function. So if we go to this if function, what this if function does is, suppose, see, if you want to show something very specific in your headline number 2 for mobile devices, right, then you can use these kind of features. So if you want to show, like, if the device is mobile, right, if the device is mobile, what you want is people should see like 50% off on mobiles. So if you want to show others this thing, 50% off on mobile apps in headline 2 if they are coming from mobile, right? So now your headline 2 is device specific. So if the device is mobile, they are going to see this thing, or else they are going to, or otherwise they are going to see offers available. Now if function can work on two situations. First is, it can basically work on, I mean, the variable over here is device, that if device is mobile, then you can show this text in headline or wherever you want to show, right? I have selected headline 2. You can also do this same process over here in headline number 1. You can do same process in the description also. So if you want to implement this if function in headline 2 or 1 or wherever you want, right, in headlines or description, you can do that. Now this is what we call as device specific. Now if you want to be like audience is specific and you want to select the audience, that okay, or this kind of headline can convince them, or this kind of description can convince them. So you can basically be audience specific and write your headline or description according to that, as we did for like our devices, right? So if you think, or if you analyze that, okay, so if you think that okay, people coming from mobile devices would love this kind of headlines. So if I am showing this kind of headline like to the people who are coming from mobile, there is high chance that they are going to click on that and they will be converting, right? So this is how you perceive things, and this is how you implement things. So you have two options over here. Either you can go with the devices, right? So if the device is this, you can put your selected text over there, right? Or if the audience is this, you can also put your selected text over there. So you have two options to implement if function anywhere in the headline or in the description, right? So this is all about the if function. And if we go to this countdown function, now countdown function is very interesting feature over here. If we go to this countdown, right, and suppose you are promoting any event and the last date of purchasing the ticket is, for example, let's say 25th January. So you have only 7 days left, right? Now you want people to see over here in this headline that you want to show people that 7 days left. But when anyone will come on Google search and they will see your result on like on 20th or 21st, they will be seeing the same headline, right? 7 days left, which is not actually real, right? Which is not real, right? Because now only 4 days left. So you want to create a headline that will automatically change, right? So the countdown over there will automatically update according to the dates, right? So as the dates are changing, the headline content will also change. So earlier, if it was like the sale ends in 7 days or the offer expires in 7 days, so after 1 day it will automatically become that okay, offer expires in next 6 days, offer expires in next 5 days, and so on. So this is one of the very important use of countdown feature which is there. But if there is any situation of using countdown feature, then only you are going to use it, right? So let me show you how it is actually going to work. So as soon as you are over here at this countdown, let me do this at this headline number 1 over here. So as soon as we select this countdown over here, and let's say countdown ends, so the final end date over here is like 25th January, and the start of day is where what you can say that countdown starts 5 days before. So the countdown will start at 20th January, fine, 20th January, and what we will be seeing over here is like, I can write over here offer expires in 3 days. So this is how it is going to show, right? So if you have written offer expires in, or like coupons expiring in, whatever you want, right? So what I am writing over here is offer expires in, and next over here is written 3 days. So the offer will expire in next 3 days. So if anyone is coming tomorrow, what they are going to see in our ad is offer expire in 2 days. And if anyone is coming day after tomorrow, what they will be seeing is offer expires in 1 day. So it is dynamically changing. So as we know that this is countdown feature, which is basically updated regularly. So if you are running some time based campaigns, you can definitely use these kind of features over there. So when you'll come over here in the countdown feature, you have countdown ends, which you have to basically specify over here, that when you actually want to end your countdown and when you want to start it, right? If your countdown date is like 18th, so if you want to start it like 5 days back or 4 days back, you can set it over here. And then again, you have two options over here like time zone. So you have the options, choose whether the countdown starts and ends in the time zone of your Google Ads account or in the zone of your ad viewer. So you have to select this thing. You have both the options. You can either select your time zone, right? Your time zone is basically your ad account's time zone. Countdown will execute according to your time zone, the time zone that you have entered in your Google Ads. Now this is why the basic settings in Google Ads are also important. So you can either select the account time zone, or you can also select the ad viewer time zone, where this offer will, I mean the countdown will execute according to the ad viewer's time zone, and in this account time zone the countdown will execute according to the account time zone that you have selected in your Google Ads account. So that's it for this specific video. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.